So this video is being re-recorded because YouTube took it down, the first one, because YouTube is really funny about you showing any contact information. So I got to keep this blurred, but I have it prepared for you all to kind of see what I have going on. So basically, when you're uploading a file into REI reply, what you're going to want to do is to format your sheet, your CSV sheet, in a certain way. And I have a blank one here that I can kind of show you. As you can see, you don't have to have full name, but you definitely want to have first name, last name, and either email or phone or both. REI reply will not allow you to upload. I believe you can't upload without an email or phone number. So you will need to have at least one of those things. If you're pulling a list from off of realtor.com or Zillow, like I show you on my channel, you can expect that you're only going to get the phone number. You may not have the email address, and hopefully you can do what you need to do with that phone number. Usually what I'm doing is reaching out to those people and asking them for their email address. And that's how we choose to get the email address. Or you can sometimes find that, if you're talking about agents, you're able to find their email information elsewhere. Sometimes their Facebook page, they're usually pretty public about people trying to reach out to them. So they'll have that information somewhere. So that is that. I'm going to stick this here for right now. We'll come back to our list section or contact section rather of REI reply. What you're going to want to do is go to import contacts. You will have your file wherever you're keeping it on your hard drive. It might be on your desktop or in a folder somewhere. I can't help you with where you're going to keep it. Your computer is going to be different from mine. But keep it someplace where you can find it. You can either click the upload file button or you can just drag and drop it here like I just did. We'll go to next. And now you'll have this page. Now you can't see it, so I have a screenshot here. Let's see if we can load this up. Nope, it's not going to let me. I messed it up here. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm trying to get it so you can see it well. I thought I could blow it up real quick, but that didn't work as well as I thought it would. It's not as clear as the original, but you kind of get the idea here. What we have is you're going to have your columns on one side, and we'll go back so you can kind of see this is name. This is where what you're seeing there. So you have name, first name, middle name, last name, phone, company. It's got to match on this side. Here you'll have the actual people's names. You'll see the actual names, but you kind of want to map it, and you have these little drop downs here which will give you other options within the system, but you want to try and make sure that they match. Unless you went in your system and you named them something different, like I put middle name. The system didn't automatically have middle name. I added that. That's why it says text here. Some of them will be columns that you can add yourself within the system. But if you're just starting from a clean slate, or you've gotten your REI, you've opened up your REI reply account through me, and you've gotten my workflows and things, then you'll have my extra columns here. You just want to make sure all these match. So if you had email, we don't have email in this particular sheet. In this CSV file, it didn't have a line for. So this is one that I pulled from realtor.com, and Realtor doesn't give you emails, so the email doesn't show up here. Middle name shows up because I cleaned the sheet, and there is a middle name column in the way that I clean up the sheet, and hopefully that video will stay up on YouTube, and you can kind of check that out if you want to see what that looks like. So from that point, you're going to go to next, and you'll name this. So I'll just say like realtor list, and then you can keep that that date and time if you want. We go to advanced. So we're going to add new and update existing. Unless you don't have these contact records in your system, I would just do add new. I usually just keep it here by default, because you may have those same realtors already in your system, and if their numbers changed or something, these are better numbers and you want to update those records. And it will do that based on the phone number. If you had an email address, you would also have that as a possibility. I tend to I'd rather choose phone number, because that usually seems to be the most consistent thing, especially when you're dealing with agents. Agents change their email address so frequently. Like if they're changing brokerages or whatever the case may be, they all change their phone number, their email address more so than they'll change their phone number. So I try to use the phone number as the primary thing to kind of search your system to see if that phone number already lives in the system. Right. And then we're going to add tags. In our system, we use the tag realtor, which is very important. We'll tag it as realtor. We will tag it as, let's see, realtor. We'll tag it as state. We always have to use a state tag. Which state is this? Is going to be North Carolina for us. And we need a city tag as well. And this is Charlotte. Right? You pull the Charlotte list. So those are the tags that you're going to add. What the person does, what state they're in, and what city they're in. Now, you may want to put multiple cities if they cover a vast area. Like Charlotte also has city Gastonia near it. It also has Kannapolis, and you can just type the city in. It'll self-populate. If you have my system, these tags are already in there. Concord. There are a few other areas, so I may put that in there as well. Hit submit, and then it will update your list. Just do this real quick. From here, you can go check your file, see what's being processed. And in this section, it shouldn't show any names, so I can uncover that and show you the stats, which 1,960 were updated, 0 were created because I've already uploaded this list, so it's basically the same list as before. The same list I did yesterday when YouTube deleted the video. So it's already been done, but as you see, 1,900 records were updated. Some of them were errors. We don't know what the error is. You can kind of check here if you want to see the error log. Duplicate unique property value. So duplicates and a few other things. But that's going to tell you what the errors were. And that's basically it for uploading properties into your system. Hope that was helpful.